Well, the November elections are inching closer, and you may have noticed a lot of political advertisements.
But does the law require TV stations to air an equal amount of ads for every candidate? Casey Decker verifies.
It's election season, which means most of the ads you see right now during commercial breaks are probably for political candidates. One of our viewers in Texas noticed she was seeing a lot more ads for Republican Governor Greg Abbott than his Democratic challenger Beto O'Rourke. This raises a question a lot of people have during election season. Aren't candidates guaranteed equal amounts of ad time? Let's verify. Our sources are the FCC, the Communications Act of 1934, and David Schultz, a law professor at the University of Minnesota. The idea of equal time for candidates on TV comes from the Communications Act, which is enforced by the FCC. It says that if a candidate appears for more than 4 seconds on a TV station's air, that station, quote, shall afford equal opportunities to all other such candidates for that office. But there are some big exceptions. Notably, news coverage or interviews don't count. What does count is entertainment content. For example, during President Ronald Reagan's campaign, some stations stopped airing old movies he starred in. And this year, when Mehmet Oz started his Senate campaign, he stopped making his TV show Dr. Oz, in part because any station that aired it would have had to offer equal free airtime to his opponent, John Fetterman. But there's another key limitation of this law. Notice it says equal opportunities, not actually equal time. So if a candidate buys an ad for $1,000 in prime time, the station has to give their opponent the option to purchase an ad for the same price at the same time. But if the opponent can't afford it or just doesn't want to buy that ad space, the station doesn't have to do anything else. They've given them equal opportunity.
It doesn't mean that it has to give, at the end of the day, the same amount of real time if some candidates have more money and can actually purchase more time. All it says is we've got to provide the same opportunity.
And yet another limitation, this law only applies to broadcast TV and radio, so cable and the internet aren't affected by any of this. That means we can verify, no, political candidates are not guaranteed equal amounts of ad time. They are only guaranteed the opportunity to get the same amount of time as their opponents for the same price. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
If there's something you'd like our Verify team to check out, send them an email, verify@12newsnow.com, or direct message us on social media. Now, early voting is just a week away. We've started the key dates on the calendar here. Early voting runs from the 24th until Friday, November 4th. Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th. And we have put together a comprehensive election guide. We'll send it to you. In fact, right to your phone if you text the word VOTE to 409-838-1212.